The rate of photosynthesis can be affected by light intensity, the carbon dioxide concentration, and the temperature. They can all limit the rate of photosynthesis, and by this I mean that they can hold back photosynthesis, preventing it from happening any faster. The limiting factor at any given time usually depends on the environment. For example, when it's winter, the temperature limits the rate of photosynthesis. At night, light is obviously the limiting factor. In warm and sunny conditions, the level of carbon dioxide is probably limiting the rate of photosynthesis. It's important that you can identify this from graphs, so let's take a look at each factor. Light provides the energy needed for photosynthesis. If we increase the amount of light or the light intensity, this can increase the rate. This only works though up until a certain point. After this point, we can no longer increase the rate of photosynthesis by increasing the light intensity. Something else is limiting the rate of photosynthesis, and this is known as a limiting factor. Carbon dioxide is needed to make glucose. Just like light, increasing it will only increase the rate of photosynthesis up to a certain point. If there is plenty of light and carbon dioxide, then temperature is probably limiting the rate of photosynthesis. Now it's your turn. What do you think happens to the rate of photosynthesis as the temperature increases? I'll give you a clue. Photosynthesis is controlled by enzymes. So how did you do? At low temperature, photosynthesis is slow as molecules have less energy for movement. There are fewer successful collisions between the enzymes and their substrates. Raising or increasing the temperature makes molecules collide more frequently. This means reactions happen faster and photosynthesis speeds up. If the plant gets too hot, the enzymes can become denatured, causing photosynthesis to stop completely. So temperature has an important part to play, as the temperature can influence the speed of the reactions in photosynthesis catalyzed by enzymes. We can investigate how the rate of photosynthesis is affected by light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, and also the temperature. We can do this by measuring the amount of oxygen, one of the products of the reaction, that's produced in a certain time. If you use apparatus like in the diagram shown, you could count the number of bubbles of oxygen produced, or, more precisely, collect the volume of oxygen produced in a gas syringe. We can then change one of the factors that affect photosynthesis, such as light intensity, for example by moving a lamp backwards or forwards. We can measure the amount of oxygen produced in a set time and use the results to calculate the rate.